You are welcome to Uganda. This is our family. We welcome you when you come. This is Irene, Joseph, and our family. It's always great to be here. Feel welcome to come and volunteer and do your internship in Uganda. My name is Joseph Sali. I am married to Irene. You'll see her later. And we have 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. Be assured of Irene's support all the time. She's your mother. She's very lovely. By profession, I'm a social worker. I have a bachelor's degree in social and philosophical studies, and as well as a master's degree in human rights. And I have a postgraduate diploma in public admin and management. Depending on the project that a volunteer has chosen to do, some volunteers actually stay here. With our home, we can host up to 6 volunteers at a time. But then some volunteers are posted in different project areas and project locations. Therefore, we use host families, families that we have identified and are able and willing to take on volunteers. When volunteers stay with us here, actually they are no longer, we don't call them volunteers anymore, but they are part of this family, and therefore they are family members. So they participate in all our family affairs. We share everything in common. Everything we do it in common. We eat together, we do work together, everything we do together. Our work here in Uganda is actually very, very flexible. It only depends on how you relate with your immediate supervisor. You will always have your free time. You always agree on your work terms. You can say we work Monday to Friday, but still if volunteers want, for example, they have arranged for a safari, and the safari maybe begins on a Wednesday. Volunteers are always free, and they will always be accepted and allowed to discuss this with their immediate supervisors. At the end of the day, they are just here for a lifetime. You don't want to make someone lose an opportunity to explore. When volunteers arrive at the airport, we'll always ensure there is someone waiting for them, putting on a yellow t-shirt. But in some scenarios also, we have had contacts with them. So we have sent them our pictures, we have had the initial discussion with them, and sometimes, for one reason or another, we could be late 10 or 10 minutes. But of course, this is African time. But there will always be someone waiting for you in a yellow t-shirt. First of all, when volunteers arrive, we assume they are very tired because of the plane, the flight, and the so many hours in the air. So we'll first of all give them time to rest and relax. The only one program we make is when they will wake up. Now, when they wake up, this is our first meeting. In an African context, we will always meet the volunteers and we'll show them around the home. First, knowing how, giving them a brief about our African culture, and most importantly, the Uganda culture. I think the success of our volunteers highly depend on the orientation that we give them. We will always let them know that flexibility is very important, and then also trusting, to trust us. You know, it's a family, it's really a family. When, after taking them through the family life, then we'll take them around to see the environment that is surrounding them. This gives them, it makes them acquainted with their surroundings. Then we take them to Kampala. Kampala is the capital city of Uganda. And why do we take them to Kampala? It's important that they get the feel of life in Kampala. This is where they will always have their SIM cards. A SIM card is the first thing we'll always do. Also, it is important for them to know where they want, if they want financial services, where to have the best exchange rates, where to buy a few basic necessities of life, take them to good supermarkets, showing them around the busiest places, the most safe places, but also showing them the most dangerous places, because then you never know. We need to let them know places to go and places not to go. You know, in Uganda, everything is available and everything is possible. We have from the smallest shop, there are stalls on the roadside, there are mini shops, but there are also huge supermarkets all over Kampala and also in main trading centers. Sometimes volunteers get surprised entering the supermarket and then like, wow, we did not expect this in Africa. But all these things actually happen and they are around in Africa and in Uganda. There are cinemas, there are entertainment places, several of them. There are cultural places where people go for cultural dances, depending on someone's interest. First of all, Uganda is the Pearl of Africa. So before you actually think about any other African country, it should always be Uganda. We have a lot of things to look at. There are national parks in terms of safaris. If you want to do chimpanzee, if you want to do gorilla tracking. So there are lots of entertainment and things to look at. We have all tropical animals. By the way, the source of River Nile, the longest river in Africa, is actually found in Uganda. Volunteers shouldn't afford to miss this. Here, when you come as a volunteer, yes, you come to work and offer a service and offer support, especially to projects that have limited human resource capacities, but also have time to relax and have fun.